What's up, Giants fans? It's been 2 days since I posted a video with the football being in the off season still, or not fully yet, transferring over to the off season. I believe some teams are starting their rookie mini camp. Oh well, fuck it. I need some more videos to post. I need some more subscribers, and I need some more fucking likes. So if you like what I've been posting, I'll post more shit. Guaranteed when the Giants start losing or winning, my videos will be more entertaining. I got a couple comments from some fans, private messaged me that they want my opinion on a Giants all-time team list. I'm going to start today's video based solely on just the offense. Now, granted, I am 30 years old. I became a Giants fan probably when I was about 6 or 7. The Danny Canal, the Jason Sehorn picking up the pants before making a game-saving touchdown tackle. That's when I started becoming a fan. I was about in 5th grade when we got obliterated by the fucking Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. I still think we should have won that Super Bowl if Ray Lewis was convicted on his murder charge. He definitely killed that person. They don't call him Stabby Ray for no reason. Anyway, getting right into it, Giants all-time team. I will start on the offense. Obviously, quarterback. Some of you, if you're older fans, you think Phil Simms was the best. Fuck Phil Simms. Fuck his son, Chris Simms. He's a little bitch. Just a trash can guy. Fuck it. Going with quarterback, Eli Manning. Now, he was my quarterback when I was fifth grade. He was drafted in 2004, I believe. He was my quarterback. I remember in my yearbooks, all the Eagles fans commenting, "Oh, good luck with sorry-ass Eli. We got Terrell Owens." Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Terrell Owens, played a year and a half for you guys. You didn't win a Super Bowl. McNabb choked and threw up in the huddle, and you guys lost. So I'm going with Eli Manning. 236 games played, 57,000 career passing yards, 366 touchdowns, a 4-time Pro Bowler, a two-time Super Bowl MVP, and a 2-time Super Bowl champion. His record is 500, exactly, 117 and 117. A lot of those losses were the later years of his career, 5 years or so, where he was not given the support or talent built on the O-line, offensive side of the ball. He was getting dismantled, he was getting pressured, and he would go down like a house of bricks. Near the end, his record could have been better, but it is what it is. Career percentage QBR, 84.1, but don't forget, he is Eli Manning. Easy motherfucking E. 27 fourth quarter comebacks and game-winning drives. 2 of those coming in Super Bowl 42 against the undefeated Patriots and Super Bowl 46 against the New England Patriots. They were undefeated. Fuck that, they'll never be undefeated. Going running back, I'm picking 2 running backs. There's honorable mentions of Ahmad Bradshaw, honorable mentions of Saquon Barkley. His career is too early to tell. He is not in my list. We're going with the true scumbag. I don't like him. How he cheated on his wife, his pregnant wife, with some 20-year-old intern. He's a scumbag, but you got to put him on the list. Running back, Tiki Barber, 2,217 carries. And if you're wondering where my eyes are, I have a list. I can't remember all these numbers on the top of my head. 2,217 carries, 10,449 rushing yards with 55 touchdowns. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler and a 1-time All-Pro. He had also 5,183 receiving yards. He, I believe, is borderline Hall of Fame. I don't think he'll get it. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He fumbled too much. And when you talk shit on Eli Manning the year after he retired and he goes on to win the Super Bowl, you're a fucking scumbag. But he's on the list. He's one of the great Giants running backs, and we haven't had many. Second running back on the list is my man, the beast, Brandon motherfucking Jacobs. Brandon Jacobs was a tank. He was a guaranteed goal line rushing touchdown lock, pretty much. If he was on the 1-yard line, no one's fucking stopping him. So he is my number 2 running back on this all-time team. He had 1,141 carries with over 5,000 rushing yards, and he had 64 touchdowns, which is the Giants' all-time touchdown record. He has the most touchdowns, besides quarterback, he has the most touchdowns. And he's also a two-time Super Bowl champion. I always loved the beast Brandon Jacobs. We haven't had a running back like that in forever. Saquon ain't that kind of back. I love that back. I love that type of back. Power back, Jerome Bettis type, 1 yard touchdown locks. Our next running back we draft early better be a Brandon Jacobs type, because there's nothing better. When he would score touchdowns, pegging that ball in the Dallas time clock on the sidelines, getting in front of fat-ass Rex Ryan's face, telling him to shut the fuck up. Loved him for it. And those are my 2 running backs, Tiki and Jacobs. Pretty fucking good 2 running backs. Now over to receivers. 4 receivers. Going with number 1, Amani Toomer. Mr. fucking consistent. He made catch after catch, big catch after big catch, big play after big play. Mr. Toe Drag Line himself, coming up in the Super Bowl, making tons of great catches. Mr. fucking consistent was he, and he was. 668 receptions. I believe that is the most of all Giants receivers. I heard a stat where Sterling Shepard's 58 targets, 58 catches away from being 5th all time. That just shows you how poor Giants had receivers back in the late 80s and early 90s. He also had 54 touchdowns, and he is a 1-time Super Bowl champion. Got to go with him, Mr. Consistent, Monty Toomer. Number 2, he was a running back / wide receiver. He fucking did it all. I wasn't alive when he played, but I got his jersey up in the closet. Frank Gifford, Hall of Famer. How could he not put him on this fucking list? 840 carries as a running back with 3,609 yards. 34 TDs as a running back. 367 catches as a receiver for 5,434 yards and 43 touchdowns. He is Mr. Do It All, and he did it all. He banged the hot ladies. He was on Monday Night Football, and he's an 8-time Pro Bowler. That puts him on the list behind Toomer, Frank Gifford. Third, my man, I have a signed jersey. I have a signed picture from him, number 17, a.k.a. Cheddar Bob. If he was only wearing jeans that night, the Giants probably would have repeated. I'm going with my man, Plaxico Burress. 1-time Super Bowl champ, though his career and years were cut short with the Giants due to him going to prison for shooting himself in the leg and wearing sweatpants. I don't know why he did that, but he did. We could have repeated. We definitely would have repeated. We were 11-1 before he shot himself. But he is on the list. Plaxico Burress, with that height and that frame, no one could stop him. No one could stop him. He only had 244 catches with the Giants for 3,600 yards and 33 touchdowns. Pretty good stats. He ain't a Hall of Famer, but it doesn't matter. If I'm getting picked top 4 receivers for the Giants, he has to be number 1. He was Eli's favorite target, Mr. Go-To. I remember his overtime catch against the Eagles when he caught it, and then he just threw the ball in the end zone and told the Philly bitches to bye-bye. And the last but not least, depressing to even have him on the list, I have 2 jerseys of him. I have countless great newspaper clippings of him scoring touchdowns. It's Mr. Appliance Beater himself, Odell Beckham Jr. He is the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2014. I'm somber just talking about him because I still wish he was a fucking Giant. 3-time Pro Bowler with the Giants, 390 catches, 5,400 yards receiving, and 44 touchdowns to go along with his 2 passing touchdowns. I miss him. I still wish he was a Giant. We haven't been the same without him. He was a locker room distraction. I get it. But, man, it would have been nice to see what him and a healthy Saquon could have done together. I always like him. He kind of has, the trade worked out for us. He hasn't really done much on the Browns. The Browns seem to be playing better without him when he's on the field. But with all the talent, the Giants really haven't had great talent at receiver, so he obviously makes the list. That's why receiver Odell Beckham. So the receivers, we got Toomer, Gifford, Burress, and Beckham Jr. If you disagree with any of my players listed on offense, you're free to comment in the comment section and see who you replace them with. Going 2 tight end sets here. Obviously, the beast, the Italian stallion. Mark Bavaro. Come on, how could you not pick him? He was a tank. He was Jeremy Shockey before Jeremy Shockey was even born. Mark Bavaro, two-time All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler, and two-time Super Bowl champ. I wish I was alive during the Bills and Broncos era when he was dragging defenders while he was running through the tackles. He was a monster. If I was alive when he played, he would have been my favorite Giant player. He finished with 266 catches with the Giants and 3,700 yards and 28 touchdowns. He was a beast. We need a tight end like that. We haven't had one like that since Jeremy Shockey, who's on my next, from the U, Jeremy Shockey, four-time Pro Bowler, one-time All-Pro, two-time Super Bowl champ, one with the Giants. He didn't play. He was in the press box drinking scotch or Hennessy and whiskey, whatever, Hennessy and Coke. Hennessy and whiskey doesn't even make any fucking sense, whatever. He was up there, crutches. Kevin Boss took over. We won. He won a ring. It probably isn't the same winning a ring when you're not playing, but he is a two-time Super Bowl champ and a one-time Super Bowl champ with the New York Giants. He had 4,200 yards and 27 touchdowns. To finish off the offensive list, now I was going to go with offensive tackles. I'm not going to really put how many pancakes they had, how many blocks they had. I'm going to put the complete list. I was going to do the entire 2007 offensive line with Snee, O'Hara, McKenzie, Cyber, and Deal. But my boy, he said that I can't just put all the 2007 together. I got to space them out. So I'm going to go with offensive tackle, Jumbo Elliott. He was a one-time Pro Bowler and one-time Super Bowl champ. I'm also going with guard Rich Seibert, number one-time Super Bowl champ. From the 2007 team, center, Hall of Famer. Can't pass up Hall of Famers when they're in the Hall of Fame. They're in the Hall of Fame for a reason. Mel Hine, four-time Pro Bowler with the Giants. Guard, Tom Coughlin's son-in-law, beast. He was a fat pig when he was on the offensive line. Now he's a jack dude. Chris Snee, four-time Pro Bowler, one-time All-Pro, two-time Super Bowl champion. And to round it out, on the other side, tackle Roosevelt Rosie Brown, Hall of Famer. Can't leave him out. Can't leave any Hall of Famers out. Nine-time Pro Bowler. So let's go over our list again. Quarterback, Eli Easy E. Manning. Scumbag, Tiki Barber. Beast, Brandon Jacobs. Armani Toomer. Gifford, Plax, Odell, Bavaro, Shockey, and those big hog mollies. If you have any concerns, comments, if you think I mess up on anyone, please write down in the comment section of who you would have selected over that person. Honorable mentions definitely would have been Phil Simms again, but I grew up with Eli Manning. I got to go with Eli Manning. Brandon Jacobs was top of my list as running backs. Rodney Hampton, but wasn't really alive around when Ronnie Hampton played. But that's my offense. Next video is going to be all defense and special teams. I'll probably post that either tomorrow or maybe Monday after the holiday. But yeah, so go subscribe, comment, like, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Go G-Men.